With a history of brilliant designs that can be seen at the Ferrari Museum, it's simple to expect only the best from the company that has for decades decorated bedroom walls and the top step of race podiums. Meanwhile, the Maranello internal design staff has had a hit or miss in recent years. But the SF90 Assetto Fiorano, which has already won design honours after its initial public unveiling, is a home run that may have gone clean out of the park and into the stratosphere. But what makes this car special? The first plug-in hybrid Ferrari was the SF90 Stradale. Ferrari didn't stop there either. The Assetto Fiorano pack allowed them to outperform the Stradale. You can now upgrade the SF90's aerodynamics, handling and overall performance by adding this additional performance kit. The Italian automaker's achievement with the Assetto Fiorano now increases their advantage over the opposition. Even though Ferrari has experience with hybrid sports vehicles, this is the first model to use hybrid technology in this manner. The SF90 Assetto Fiorano is now among the most spectacular hybrid sports cars available. The angular, concentrated linework of the streamlined design features triple-strake LED daytime running lights that are incorporated into the boomerang-shaped LED headlights. The glasshouse looks to be a completely independent design element from the sheet metal in the side profile, which is even more striking. However, the magic occurs at the back, where there are 4 squared-off taillights, 2 high-mounted exhaust outlets, and a sizable aerodynamic diffuser enclosed in the rear bumper. The carbon fiber rear spoiler becomes more noticeable when the Fiorano pack is added. And to guarantee you always create a strong first impression, Ferrari's design team has assembled a palette of over 30 exterior paint colors, divided into palettes like unique and historical. Although Ferraris may often be linked with colors like Giallo Modena, yellow, and Rosso Corsa, red, the range among the many palettes is tremendous. Bianco Avus, white, and Nero, black, look just as gorgeous. The most striking combinations, however, come from the historical and metallic palettes. Moreover, the roof and engine compartment may be personalized. For the roof, Nero or body-colored paint is an option, and the engine cover can be made out of naked, exposed carbon fiber. The best compliment one could possibly pay to the SF90 Stradale is that it looks wonderful in every color. A good design wears any color with grace. The SF90 Assetto Fiorano has boldly moved from analog to digital engineering, not only in terms of its powertrain, but also in terms of interior design, eschewing the conventional analog gauges in favor of a newly developed digital instrument cluster. It occupies a prominent position in an interior with flowing lines, a touch-sensitive steering wheel that is brand new, push-button gear selectors that are supposed to resemble vintage H-pattern manual boxes, and supportive bucket seats covered in plush leather. According to Ferrari, the heads-up display adds to the digital integration by lowering the amount of time a driver spends looking away from the road ahead by 36%. Although the leather, alcantara, and carbon fiber used in the construction are sumptuous and exotic in equal measure, the design and general atmosphere are unmistakably Ferrari. Ferraris of today are many things, but all-wheel drive isn't one of them. The 4-seater GTC4 Lusso was the last contemporary Ferrari to feature all-wheel drive, but the SF90 Stradale lacks the luxury of extra seats despite being positioned on a par in terms of price and GT focus. In contrast, you only get 2 seats in a low-slung interior, making entry and exit somewhat awkward events that are best saved for parking locations with enough space to fling open the large doors. Nobody purchases a Ferrari intending to get sophisticated driver assistance features, massage seats, or ambient lighting that moves to the music being played, and the SF90 is really no different. Front and rear park sensors, a nose lift system, power adjustable seats, power windows, and keyless entry are among the features that are offered. Even though Ferrari and Lamborghini are sworn rivals, they frequently follow the same industry trends. However, this does not always happen. But with the Huracan's digital instrumentation that serves as an infotainment display, Ferrari have boldly gone where Lamborghini boldly pioneered. It has all the normal features, such as an AM/FM radio with 12 speakers, Bluetooth connectivity, and navigation. Android Auto is absent, however, Apple CarPlay is present. It also has a head-up display that assists in putting important information in the driver's line of sight, and the primary display is complemented by a smaller device that provides performance information in front of the passenger. The digital experience is completed with new haptic controls on the steering wheel and dashboard. Its supporting engineering is all but perfect. Despite all of its technical prowess, it lacks the element that allows an automobile to dig deep into your flesh. It's the math prodigy at school, who is obviously gifted, but not always alluring. It's amazing that a car with 3 motors, 2 turbos, 8 cylinders, and this much power can be fashioned in any way, given the extreme cooling, ventilation, and aerodynamic requirements. According to Chief Design Officer Flavio Manzoni, the conflict between Ferrari's design team and the adjacent aero team is like a marriage and necessitates understanding and accommodation. He claims that the movement of air is what most inspires him. According to Flavio Manzoni, you can't create a Ferrari if you don't understand air movement. I'm starting to wonder if modern performance cars have reached the point where fiercely complex packaging and extreme aero requirements have rendered the aesthetic a secondary concern. He insists that by working very closely together, both his team and the aero department can achieve 90% of their objectives. The Assetto Fiorano can produce 390 kg of downforce at 155 miles per hour. This is a remarkable amount given that the SF90's body isn't covered with the kind of huge aerodynamic accessories that give the McLaren Senna the appearance that it doesn't belong on the road. The Assetto Fiorano package, which half of the clients specify, also includes track-focused extras like very grippy Michelin Cup 2R tyres, additional carbon fiber panels, and a titanium exhaust system, which together assist in reducing weight by 30 kilograms. Carbon fiber wheels can save you another 10 to 15 pounds, but at 19,200 pounds. You'd have to be a lightweight fetishist or extremely wealthy to consider them to be worth it. Moreover, the Assetto Fiorano modification also effectively replaces the adaptive dampers with titanium springs and passive multimatic components, which are similar to those used by GT3 racing cars. This configuration inevitably reduces the SF90's on-road smoothness, but as you'll discover, the dampers in particular perform superbly on the racetrack. Although it has undergone considerable upgrades to handle better the additional demands of a hybrid powertrain, its aluminium and carbon fiber chassis is developed from the one that supports the F8 Tributo. According to Ferrari, the Assetto Fiorano SF90 with fluids and a driver might weigh 1,800 kilograms. They claim that the least achievable dry weight is 1,570 kilograms. This isn't the kind of vehicle you'd pack up with a few luggage and a loved one for a journey across the continent, because the boot capacity is only 74 liters due to the cooling and electrical equipment up front. While 124 miles per hour flies past in 6.7 seconds, the 0 to 62 miles per hour pace is somewhat absurd at 2.5 seconds. It can go up to 211 miles per hour, surpassing all previous Ferrari road cars. That's all from this video. See you in the next one.